Well, it happened. I got a bunch of people together to go ride old Harleys, and it was awesome. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I sort of pitched the idea of getting a bunch of folks together to do what I just said, go ride around on some older bikes, mostly Harleys. So I kind of roughly organized it, and man, it was so much fun. So that's what this video is about. It's not going to be super long. I'll probably do like some voiceover kind of explaining where we at and where we went, and just put like some music in it. There's probably going to be a lot of riding footage. I had a lot of people taking their own video on this ride with like GoPros or the Insta360 cameras or their phones and stuff who sent the video to me. So there's some video clips in there from other people, which is kind of cool because you get to see other folks' perspectives on the ride. You know, I was all the way up at the front, so all I saw was just open road ahead of me. So it's pretty neat to see some footage from in the pack. But we had a great turnout. Thanks to everybody who made it. I had an absolute blast. It's kind of funny. I had planned on originally just making a big like 50 or 60 mile loop, and leaving from a location and coming back to that same location, and then was able to get, thanks to the help of a guy named Nick and a fellow named Cully, thank you both to them, via Adam. Those three guys were able to get us set up and hosted at a local bar that was about 30-35 miles away from the meetup spot, and the bar actually used to be a Harley dealership. They're a biker bar. They were fantastic. Thank you so much to everybody at Frogs, if any of y'all happen to watch this, for hosting us, and your hospitality was very much appreciated. So we ended up riding down to the bar and just having a great time. It kind of turned into a little bit of a party, which was fun. So without any further ado, actually with some further ado, hang on. I made koozies. I gave these out at the ride. If the camera will focus on them, yeah, there you go. There's nothing fancy or nothing, you know, too special. But I have a ton of these left over. So I gave them out to everybody there who was on the ride. If you want a koozie, I'll throw the rest of them up on the web store. Maybe we'll do like, I don't know, how about 2 koozies for $6 with free shipping, the same way I do my stickers. I think that's plenty fair. Like I said, they're not like the fanciest, nicest, specialist koozies, but if you want a Buttcrack Cycles koozie from the first ever, hopefully annual Vintage Harley ride, buttcrackcycles.com. Anywho's, y'all enjoy the video.
Yeah, that's how.
All right, so we rolled into the meetup spot. I actually was a little bit early, and there were already people there waiting on me, which was pretty cool. I was honestly a little bit nervous because I woke up to a text message saying, hey man, you know that Rock Hill is having the Come See Me festival this weekend, and they have all kinds of events planned at the Coliseum where you told everybody to meet you. And I was stressing. One of the events was a 5K, and they had the roads blocked and shut down, and the entrance to the Coliseum parking lot with like jersey barriers in front of it. But thankfully the 5K got done in time, and Carl, a local guy, called me from over there at the Coliseum and said that he had talked to one of the cops there, and they kind of ended up directing traffic. There was a cop out there who was sending motorcycles over to us and told us where we could park. So shout out to that guy for being a cool cop and not being a jerk. Anyways, yeah, this was fun in and of itself, just hanging out and looking at all the bikes. And yeah, I kind of just grabbed my camera and wanted to do like a walk around of real quickly, just show all the different bikes that showed up. And you can see quite the diversity that we have here. We've got Evos and twin cams, Panhead, Shovelhead. I'm pretty sure Tom's Panhead was the oldest bike there. I think that's a 58. It's a dual glide, so has to be at least, or rather, it can't be any older than a 58, but I think it is a first year dual glide. Anyways, yeah, a lot of cool bikes showed up for the ride. A lot of people who I'd never met before, and then just watching people meet each other and get to know each other and become friends and stuff is always really rewarding and really fun, and a big part of why I try and do this kind of stuff, like my party at the shop back in January, this event, and other events that I plan on doing in the future. It's important to keep this community alive, and it's always fun seeing people meet each other and seeing how far away people come from to get there, and watching people make connections and trade phone numbers and business cards and Instagram handles and YouTube channels, and it's great. It's a cool community that we all have together, and it takes all of us working together to make this happen. So I'm glad that I'm able to do stuff like this. Anyways, I'm kind of just be quiet for a few minutes, let y'all look at some of the pictures that I took, and then everything after this is going to be some footage of us getting on the bikes, leaving town, and riding down to Frogs. Frogs, like I said, used to be a Harley dealership. It was Carnes Bockham. I have had a very hard time finding old pictures of the dealership. I would love to find some, but I haven't really been able to find any. In any event, they are a biker bar now, and they were very excited to have us, and a lot of it's as a result of that man you just saw there sitting on that shovelhead, Mr. Cully, and Mr. Nick, who owns this blue one. There's Nick talking to Matt about, I assume, Matt's Electric Glide. Anyways, those two guys really made this happen, and I got to know them as a result. My buddy Adam, who's not in any of these clips, but you'll see Adam later on. So big shout out to Cully, Nick, and Adam for making that happen for me. Anyways, time to get rolling. Time to enjoy the ride. Y'all enjoy watching this. It's about 35-ish miles from our meetup spot down to the bar, through, as you will see, some really nice riding roads. We've got some beautiful roads here in my part of South Carolina, and it was a whole lot of fun riding on them with all of y'all.
That's okay. Go hand them out, dude. You're on camera now, so don't fuck it up. Oh yeah!
April.
So that wraps us up. That was a great time. Like, I had so much fun. Everybody seemed like they all had a really good time. I got so many messages and texts and phone calls later that evening and over the next couple of days from people just being like, thank you so much for hosting this. I had so much fun. And everybody at Frogs was fantastic. So I gotta say thanks again. And so thanks for everybody who showed up. Thanks for everybody who did stuff like send me their footage. Brad and David, thank you. Again, thanks to Nick, Cully, and Adam for setting things up down at Frogs for me. Yeah, like super thankful and grateful for how everybody in this old Harley community came together to help me make this happen, because I didn't do all of this by myself. I'm just the guy who had the idea for it and the platform for it to put it out into the world. But this really was like a community event. Like there were a lot of people other than myself who worked hard to make this happen and make it be a success. So we'll do it again. I think what I'm gonna do is we'll do this something real similar to this again next spring. And I have an idea for another event in the fall. Gonna be bigger than this one, like a multiple day event. I don't wanna say anything more about it than that, just stay tuned. So that's it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for everyone who supports this channel. Thanks to everybody who's ever brought me a bike to be worked on. Thanks to everyone who's ever bought anything on the web store. And big special thanks, shout out to all of the people in the YouTube membership program. Y'all rock, you make this happen. Seriously, I just want to say thanks at the end of this video, because I went home that night feeling good and feeling happy and fulfilled and like just psyched to be part of this community. And I couldn't do this if it wasn't for y'all. And I am always very grateful for anyone who supports me and what I'm doing in any way, shape, or form. So appreciate each and every one of you. We'll see you on the next episode. Be good. Go ride your old bike. Bye.